there's a lot of old man penis. Yeah, it was like fucking 2 degrees. My feet are still cold. I'm wearing regular socks and Vans. I'm used to fucking 600-gram work boots and wool socks.
We could be 20 minutes in.
We could be 20 minutes in. I'm not doing the intro, so...
I thought you said you... Oh, you said you don't want to do the intro.
I don't want to do the intro. So
you know what?
What?
We're going to have you saying that you don't want to do the intro as our intro.
That's fine, but then we actually need to start the show.
We do.
I mean, we did.
We could
Exactly.
just start it.
We just did.
Absolutely. See the timer? Timer's going.
Hey, we're 5 seconds in.
Look at that. 7,
right.
8.
I mean, we could just count for an hour. And,
Spotify.
Spotify.
iTunes.
We love you, Spotify.
Hey,
YouTube.
Spotify.
You are not garbage.
Hey, Spotify. What's up? You guys know what that means.
I don't know what that means.
I don't think everybody knows that we're on Spotify yet.
Oh, we're on Spotify now.
We are.
So go ahead and do the intro.
This is the intro.
You're doing it right
The
now.
best intro
Fuck!
ever.
I didn't want to do it.
You worked
Well, now
yourself
it's
into
off.
a shoot.
Now we're off the air.
Oh, we're not on the air yet. See, that's the
We
problem.
need the on-air light.
I'm so confused right now.
There
Are we
go.
on the? Were we not on the air?
Where? See, it's green because JRT was smoking the jazz cabbage.
Because he's green with envy of the
'cause
Miz.
he's a... So anyway,
You needed something to say, so follow us on Twitter at The Blade Job Show. Follow me at BladeJobJRT. Follow Scott at BladeJobPerkins.
That's right.
Follow Joe Nolan at John_Olin.
there's no H either. It's JON_Olin.
Yeah, it's Jan.
Thank you.
It's
Jan
it's
Olin.
Finnish.
Jonathan.
Yes, Jonathan.
Soft J.
Follow our
I love soft jazz.
production robot at Steel Trash Can.
Speaking of soft jazz,
Oh, God.
Jeff Goldblum came out with a jazz album.
Oh, fuck me.
Dude, it's amazing.
So Spotify, let's see if you have that fucking
Apparently,
gem.
he does week-long stints at some bar in L.A. where he and the jazz band that he's with play. It's really good, and it is on Spotify.
So, Scott, you had something you wanted to say. You
Hold-
wanted to open the show. No. None of this Jeff Goldblum
Dude,
shit.
don't play this game.
What? Jeff Goldblum?
No, I'm trying to give you a segue into what you want to talk about.
I want to talk about Jeff Goldblum now.
So, I mean, I could do a whole podcast on Jeff Goldblum.
So anyway, welcome to the Jeff Goldblum show.
I'm just going to say the word wrestling.
My name is Scott Dr. Ian Malcolm Perkins.
You know what? That's a big pile of shit.
that is one big pile of shit. Wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall? I get it. He was in the Fly movies. So
True.
back in the
There
80s.
were more than one?
Yeah.
Ugh.
There was a fly in the Son of the Fly. It wasn't that good. It wasn't as good. Anyway, looking at my note card here, I was. it's just a drawing of a penis, people.
Jason Mewes' penis. Callback from last episode.
Oh, we did talk about Jason Mewes' penis.
So, Scott, you have something to say. Are we starting over?
Hey, welcome to episode 46 of the Blade Job Show. See, that's why we keep the trash can around. My name is High Voltage Scott Perkins. You can follow me on Twitter at High Voltage. No, yeah, Blade Job Perkins. Fuck you guys. You start.
We
Fucking
did.
assholes. Yeah, we did it. Then we talked about Jeff Goldblum for fucking 20
We're
minutes.
keeping all of this in.
I got shit to do.
Follow us at The Blade Job Show. Follow me at BladeJobJRT. Follow Joe Nolan at John_Olin.
And
Joe
don't
Nolan.
forget the production robot
At Steel Trash Can.
at Steel Trash Can. He's more steel trash can than human now.
More than meets the eye. You need to say something. So I need you to say it. If it's not about Spotify or iTunes or YouTube and all these wonderful places that you can go and listen to
you can
this shit.
listen to this shit. This
You can
nonsense.
watch a still photo on YouTube while listening to audio.
That's true. I suggested video, and then JRT was like, "Oh, the lighting's bad."
I suggested video a fucking year ago.
Well, we tried
Remember
it.
we tried to film it in Tommy Collins'
trailer,
trailer?
and it was like 4,000 degrees, and we couldn't have any fans
And
on.
he kept
'cause they
taking
got
out his
too
wiener
loud.
and...
Yep.
Anyways.
Back in high school, Tom Collins used to wear like subliminal penis T-shirts all the time,
that
and it was great. Well, actually, one of them it just said, "I'm shy, but I have a big dick." He got when we went to Mexico. It was awesome.
Mexico. Anyways.
And then he smoked a cigar like a cigarette in about 3 minutes and then threw up and went to bed. And we got really drunk in a taxi cab. And then I got Montezuma's revenge. And I shat and threw up at the same time for about a week and a half. And so anyway, that was my trip to Mexico. How was your trip to Mexico?
These two intros have been fantastic.
These have been fantastic. This is the keeper right here. The other one sucked.
I still need to know about what you need to talk about, though.
We're on Spotify.
That's it?
No, I was going to talk about NXT War Games.
I thought you said you had something to open the show. Is that what you want to open the show with?
Yeah, because
right.
you dicks are going to yell about the Miz.
No,
and
I'm not.
Gonna
5 minutes. 5 minutes is all I need.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
I'm going to need like 25 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
we're cutting your mic.
So that's the half an hour that I was talking about earlier. Anyway, before Survivor Series, which is generally a pile of shit these days.
Doesn't look terrible this year.
I mean, Becky versus Ronda is going to be good. I don't know if they can have Becky lose.
AJ versus Brock last year wasn't bad.
I liked it, and we're getting it again.
Yeah.
Well, that's because that's what Brock Lesnar is. He's just repeats.
Yep. Well, I mean, he doesn't make his own matches.
No, he does.
He didn't pick AJ to be there still.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know. I have nothing to say.
It's really just Vince McMahon in a rubber mask.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
It was me all along.
Tickle me, Brock.
No, not that kind of rubber mask. That's latex mask.
Oh. Just the zipper mouth. I think the heat went off, and it sounds weird in my headphones now.
Anyways.
So the night before Survivor Series, we have a 3-hour-long gobbledygooker special. It's only 2?
Usually, yeah. 2.5 tops.
All right. Well, this one may be
the length of an actual wrestling show, so we don't just have 45 minutes of people going, Wah!
Oh, wait. Did Jeff Goldblum pop up? No. Jeff Rosenstock. Who the fuck's that? Well, oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Hold on. I have to find it. There we go. NXT TakeOver War Games. It's going to be pretty dope.
War Games Dose.
War Games Dose for Carlos Figueroa and the other gentleman who does Spanish commentary. For
Hugo
Chavez.
Sounds racist to me.
Yeah, that sounds racist.
No, that was a guy, right? That is a thing?
It was.
Yeah, okay.
Hugo's. Yeah. Anyway, so it looks like there's only going to be 4 matches, and they all look pretty good. I'm reading these off Wikipedia, so I don't know the order. Shayna Baszler, who is the NXT Women's Champion, versus Kairi Sane in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Women's Championship.
I want to say that 2 out of 3 falls is a good match type. I am a fan of this match type. Why is WWE so hesitant to bring back 3 Stages of Hell? Because it's a 2 out of 3 falls match with gimmicks, and it's fun.
They already have a gimmick on this pay-per-view.
Yeah, but this isn't a pay-per-view gimmick. That's like saying, oh, we're doing Hell in a Cell. We can't have any other gimmicks. And
yeah, but I don't know.
I just feel like it's
either way.
Whatever. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, it'll be good. Shayna Baszler is I put her. Yeah.
I don't know if I would trust Shayna Baszler with Kairi Sane in a 3 Stages of Hell match.
No, not at all.
Well, that's the thing is, you could have one of them be a submission match, and that's like the gimme for Shayna Baszler and shit like that.
But the second you bring in weapons, I don't want anything to do with.
Yeah, I
Kairi
feel like Shayna Baszler is way too fucking green. And yeah, no,
So I'm cool with that match being brought. I just don't want it in that one.
Yes, I don't care for Shayna Baszler. I don't like her style.
Shayna Baszler.
Give me Ciampa versus Dream in a 3 Stages of
Yes.
Hell match.
Okay. Boom. There you go. The second match
Spoiler
listed
alert.
is the Undisputed Era. All 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. You got Adam Cole.
Bobby Fish.
Baby.
There we go. Bobby Fish. Roddy Strong and his fucking handsome face. Doesn't he
He
like?
just got married.
Good for him.
He did.
His wife is what did Bobby, his marginally hot wife. That's what Bobby Roode called her. And Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly is
You mean Kylo Riley?
Kyle O'Reilly is the best lazy wrestler.
Uh-huh.
Like
Second best.
Who's the best lazy wrestler?
Orange Cassidy.
No. Orange Cassidy is a great competitor. It's a different sort of lazy. Like Kyle O'Reilly, if the spot isn't directly him, just like half-asses most
true.
things.
That's true.
Versus, this is a War Games match, by the way, versus Prickly Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight.
You're doing the thing where punch your face.
Yeah. Ricochet, he's pretty good.
He flips.
He does flips and such again, and the team of Hanson and Rowe. They used to be called War Machine. Now they're the War Raiders because of copyrights and such. But that's going to be a fucking insane match.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Remember last year when Alexander Wolf fucking cut his head open?
Ooh.
On the table and just blood
Yeah,
everywhere.
and they just like bled out, and they were like, let's go to that ring. We're gonna...
Well, because they can't, you can't bring doctors into the cage, so
No.
it's just, it is what it is. You're just going to sit there and bleed.
There was a lot of blood.
Yeah.
And so they were
Adam
just
Cole,
like, we're
Because
gonna...
he Germaned, I think,
I think every suplex
Adam
he does is a German
Cole.
suplex. It
Yeah.
might be a German
Yeah,
Northern
he's
Lights
Dutch.
suplex. I'm pretty sure it's German because he was the first ever German champion
whatever.
in the WWE.
But he
you know,
German suplex, was it Cole off the top rope through the table?
it was somebody, and it was bad.
What was the spot with Cole off the top of the cage? That was a thing too, right?
Yeah.
I want to go back and rewatch that. That was a good
Right, it
match.
was
really good.
It was what was it? It was Roddy Strong and AOP against Undisputed against Sanity.
It's too bad that Tyler Bate got injured because they would have been good in this, and they definitely would have been there with
A
Pete
mountain of
Dunne.
mustaches. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been pretty good. We also get Aleister Black against Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano's turning into a bad guy. That's going to be sick. Fucking heel DIY eventually. That'll be dope. And then the final match is just a regular-ass singles match for the NXT
For now.
Championship for now.
Things could change.
With the champion Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream, who, if you don't know by now, Velveteen Dream is better at wrestling than
He's over.
he's over as fuck.
He's my
He's
favorite
better
part
than
of
90% of the main
Yeah,
roster who've been doing this for 10 years.
Right,
Yep.
and he's only been doing it for like a minute.
He's
and a
what,
half.
22?
Yeah, he's got a lot.
Dude,
of,
what did we do to
potential.
deserve for how long we're gonna have him?
Right, exactly. It looks like a typical NXT pay-per-view where it's short and sweet, but the card is going to be like, it's just every match is going to be great, where then the next night we get Survivor Series and it's like, oh, what team is SmackDown going to have? What team is Raw? It's like, who fucking cares? Because there's no point to the match, to the Survivor Series matches. Like, who's better, bragging right? Who fucking cares? Like, have it be about something. Have heels on SmackDown and Raw versus faces on SmackDown. Like,
That would be
you
good.
know,
That would be
mixed teams.
Yep.
That'd be neat.
You're basically doing Night of Champions, but calling it Survivor Series.
Correct. And then it's champion versus champion matches. Becky versus Ronda should be good. Becky will carry the shit out of Ronda.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Ronda's not quite ready to, carry
She's
a
not.
great match.
She's not the man.
She's not the man. Becky Lynch is the man. And if she is a man, I don't care.
No, I'm just not touching this one. I'm leaving this alone.
Yeah, you would. You would.
Would. Get it?
That's another penis joke. Just like the penis on
That
my
was
note
from
card
the
here.
last cut, I think.
Oh, I drew a
Yeah.
penis on my note card.
There you go.
There we go. Also, we didn't even talk about this privately. Evolve. Right? Yeah.
Evolve.
You mean NXT Indies?
Exactly. Yes. Evolve is now like real deal feeder system
Developmental.
for NXT.
NXT is no longer developmental because it's its own thing, so they need another developmental system, and they look like they've chosen Evolve.
Yeah, which
Which is it's the new OVW, it's the new Deep South. It is what it is, and you know what? That's great. I'm glad they chose a promotion like Evolve, especially where Evolve is owned by WWN, and they have such a wide variety of promotions.
Yep.
So Evolve just being kind of like their primary promotion. I think the other one would be Shine, probably would be the closest.
Yeah. So maybe they'll start taking some ladies as well.
Sup, ladies?
Sup,
Sup,
ladies?
ladies?
Episode 40.
Five.
Five.
Pedro Martinez.
Oh, god damn it. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, favorite baseball player of all time.
His
Like,
celebration when we
hands
won
down.
was amazing.
Yes.
When we won, because we were on the team.
Yes.
Yeah.
17-year-old me was.
Oh, no, I meant this one.
Oh.
There was a video of him in a room watching it with a bunch of people, and he's
yes,
dancing in front of the TV.
Yep. Yeah. Same thing with David Ortiz. He went fucking ballistic.
But isn't he like still like, even though he's not on the team, he's still very much part of the team?
Yeah,
like,
he's like a spokesperson for the team.
Yeah, and
Plus he does commentary.
I think he does coaching and stuff for them too. Like,
Pedro does. Isn't Pedro's like
Ortiz.
a pitching consultant?
Anyways.
Yes, but Ortiz is like still a spokesperson.
Anyway, back to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
God damn it! I quit.
The best is that that intro is not going to be used, so they're not going to have no idea that we just keep.
I'm gonna go get Dan. He can do this.
What? Talk about Jeff Goldblum?
Oh, fuck
Get him
it.
down here.
He's not here anymore.
I know. He was here like 10 minutes ago.
Dude, that was like an
We've
hour
been talking
ago.
down here for an hour.
Yeah, that's true. The Miz.
I want to say ahead of time, we do not condone you shit talking other people's like preferences on wrestlers. That's not what we're doing. We wouldn't have a show if we couldn't debate stuff. So I am waiving my right to not be offended. Here we go.
Well,
Wait, so
hold on. This isn't a
are
debate.
you getting offended?
No, I'm just saying if it happens.
You misunderstand this. This is not a debate. This is not me trying to have a conversation or an argument or a debate with you. This is me speaking from what I've realized, and that is the simple fact that The Miz is the Walmart brand of The Rock. That's all he is.
Hold on. Joe Nolan's putting on his Miz glasses.
So-
I'm going to put on these Randy
I couldn't
Savage
disagree
glasses.
more.
They might be Anthony Green. I don't know.
So when he was on The Real World, his whole bit was he would mimic The Rock and he would walk around and say The Rock catchphrases, but he was The Miz.
Because he's one of us.
And no, you're not talking right now.
No, he's not. He's an A-lister. I'm like a C
He
at
is
best.
now.
Look.
Back then he was one of us.
Like,
Just a regular dick.
Mike is I kind of agree with you. He is a solid C-lister. He is,
No, I said I am.
No, he is a C-lister.
He's an A-lister.
the middle of the road. He is he's a what is
He's a Grand Slam champion.
Trying to think. Garfunkel and Oates. He's a dumb white guy on Entourage. He blends in. He
Can you think of a better heel on the main roster? A more consistent heel on the main roster?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Who's had feuds with John Cena, Dean
So-
Ambrose, Daniel Bryan,
so
Shinsuke has?
Money in the Bank champion.
the Miz was only champion because everyone else was hurt.
Okay,
Fact.
but are you ready for this
The
stat?
Miz has held one WWE championship.
Fact.
He has held it one time, and that was
Fact.
just because there was no one better available.
Randy
Fact.
Orton was available.
There was. See, I'm just going to ignore him for now.
I like Randy Orton.
I do too.
More than the Miz.
The A-lister character is just a continuation on him mimicking The Rock. The Rock
It's a
became big in
modern-day Ric
Hollywood,
Flair.
so he became the A-list celebrity because he claims to be an A-list actor, where he's obviously not. That's the joke. He's
Who, The
not
Rock?
an A-list actor. No, The Rock is an A-list actor.
I was gonna say, The
has
Rock
had
is, like,
a fantastic
the A-list
career. He's like
actor.
he's the main character in a franchise he didn't start in. Like, he didn't jump into Fast and Furious until, what, the 5th one or the 6th one?
But that's
and now
because
he's
he
the
left
main
wrestling.
star.
If Miz left wrestling, that might happen.
So when you have someone
It wouldn't.
who's now a tenured veteran who can't come up with his own character, so he's still just pretending to be The Rock, it just makes no sense to me. The World Cup showed just how stale he is, where he's so boring and safe that they had to fake an injury so they could have someone. They needed to have someone better win because Daniel Bryan wasn't available because he decided not to wrestle, and so
was
they
gonna be in
chose
a
Shane
title
McMahon. So it was like,
The Miz understood that Shane was a lesser talent.
what matters
and he
is
faked an injury.
just it's
You look terrifying in those glasses, by the way.
You're acting like this is real. It's not. It's fake. It's a TV show.
We're both acting like it's real.
But at the end of the day, he's just this like Dollar Tree fucking wrestler. He's just like he's a great opening contest. He's a great mid-card champion. The Rock held the world title 10 times.
Okay, but why is it only about the world title?
Miz held,
He's an 8-time Intercontinental Champion, second longest.
That's pretty good, though.
Are you ready for this stat? John Cena. If you count the amount of days.
So anyways,
if you count the amount of days that John Cena has been champion, any championship in WWE since 2004, is 5.1 years.
He's never been...
The Miz is 4 years.
He's never been the face of the
less.
company. He never can be because
But he doesn't have to be the face of the company.
he's not charismatic. His
That's
character...
I disagree.
His character
He's the best
is
person on the mic in the
charismatic.
main roster.
He comes out there. He's been running the same bit for fucking 10
Because
years.
it works.
And it's just like he's the Brock Lesnar of the mid card. He's just boring, and I don't understand like why he can't evolve. Why
I'm gonna
Why
disagree
does
with
he
you
have
on the
to
Brock
evolve?
Lesnar part. He's there all the time.
No,
Yes.
no, he's
well,
not.
when he's
not filming direct to DVD shitty
For
movies.
WWE.
Yeah, but Shawn Michaels and Becky Lynch are in that one, so
Yes,
I'm
they are.
absolutely gonna
Yep.
see it.
Well, yeah, because
Yep.
they needed someone who can actually draw numbers. So they needed Shawn Michaels. They needed WrestleMania, Mr. WrestleMania, Mr. fucking,
I think
pay-per-view.
they're just making sure that Shawn Michaels has something to do.
And it's just like you get The Miz, and I feel like I'm watching a less entertaining version of The Rock, and I'm not a huge Rock fan either. Like I thought The Rock was fine for what he was, but The Rock also evolved.
The
over
Rock
the
was
years.
great for what he was.
The Rock went from like caricature Samoan to we've got the corporation,
But
we've
he
got
also
the
became a
people's
face.
champion,
the
we've
Nation
got
of Domination. Don't forget that.
the nation, and
I'm
it was
holding
like
my fist up like that kid.
there was so much depth to what Dwayne could do
Because they bounced him from
and
face to heel.
Mike just
Is a heel.
he's just boring. He's just I'm sorry, but 90% of your moveset is just ripped off from other people.
That's true.
That's accurate.
Your ring gear doesn't even like show, like if your character's the A-lister, why doesn't your ring gear show that off?
Why does it have to be?
Why it's just
He's so good at it, he can wear regular black tights.
see and you're arguing against
He
yourself
wears
No, I'm
trunks.
because
sir.
you're just saying like
Alligators, crocodiles.
pointless like factoids.
Yes,
you're
they're
not
different.
You're not talking about the fact that
It's not a
he
factoid.
is stale. He's been stale. Ms. TV
But that's an
was a
opinion.
ripoff. Fucking
So was the highlight reel. So was everything.
the highlight reel is Chris Jericho. You're saying Chris Jericho
I'm saying all
and The
talk
Miz
shows on WWE
are in the
have been
same
ripoffs since
boat.
the first one.
So at the end of the day, like if I want to go buy toys at Walmart, I'm gonna expect to get shit, and that's what I feel like every time his annoying theme song hit. Yeah, his theme song doesn't even make sense. The opening of his theme song's terrible.
Yeah,
It's just the only reason they can't figure out how to use him, so they're like, you know what, you're so terrible. The only way you can win these days is we're just going to use your wife because
She's pretty
she's at
hot.
least eye candy, and it gives us something to look at instead of having to look at you. I'm sorry, this isn't Project Runway. We all don't need to wear fucking like fancy trench coats with necks that go up beyond our head.
And super weird glasses.
So are
Right?
we saying Ric Flair doesn't have to wear a robe?
no, he does.
You saying you don't like Ric Flair's robe? Or Macho Man's cape?
So a robe and a cape are traditional professional wrestling attire.
Do we not like Goldust jacket? Because he wears the same kind of jacket.
No, Goldust wears a hooded jacket.
Remember when Goldust had like the fucking feather boa and he had the
And the
wig?
blonde wig.
It made sense with his character, though, because he was supposed to be ambiguous. Not ambiguous.
Androgynous.
Thank you.
Which is a word he didn't know what it meant.
And
Me neither. Thanks, Bruce Pritchard.
Goldust's character was at least entertaining and also something he evolved over time. Goldust took the fact that he is a joke. Not saying that Dustin Runnels is a joke. He's a very talented wrestler.
Good, because I'll fucking fight you.
The Miz knows he's a joke.
So The Miz doesn't seem to be in on the joke, and the fact that
But that's part of the character.
He's just there, and WWE goes, you know what? We got nothing. So
He has been their most consistent
You're
mid-carder.
just going to be. You're just going to be this guy.
He has been their most
That
consistent
every
mid-carder.
time someone else comes in and they get to the mid card, they feud with The Miz or R-Truth or some other like no one on the roster.
Nobody
And
feuds with Archer.
Then
We wouldn't have the B team.
Then they
without
go
the
to
Miz.
the B team's
Point.
kind of awful too. I like Curtis Axel and I like Bo Dallas, but I think the team was a bust.
Yeah, Curtis
they-
Axel's pretty good.
They're on TV because of the
So-
Miz. They wouldn't be on TV if they weren't the Miztourage.
So you
Bo Dallas
you,
doesn't
wa-
need to be
you
on TV.
Agreed.
watch these people and they come in there and they're in the same quote unquote league as the Miz, and then they hold world titles because they're actually talented professional wrestlers instead of washed up reality TV
I'm going to
stars.
give you a comparison.
So
Leonardo
You know.
DiCaprio took forever to win an award because Leonardo DiCaprio has the ability to make everyone else around him look better, and everybody else won awards around Leo.
So you're saying that people look better when
Around
they
the
wrestle
Miz.
the Miz
Correct.
than the Miz does?
Correct.
because
Okay,
he's so
so the Miz
awful.
doesn't look that good.
Yeah, that's what.
No,
that's
I didn't
pretty-
say
no.
that. I'm
So-
saying that it brings out the best. He is their best heel.
So here's a cup of coffee filled with piss. Here's a cup of coffee filled with orange juice, and you're like, well, the one with orange juice in it tastes better than the one
but
with
it's
piss.
not. No, it's not. You got to look at it as the cup itself. The presentation of the
So you're
cup.
saying what's inside doesn't matter.
So as long as the piss
Teach that
one
to your kids,
looks
man.
better than
Correct.
the one with apple juice,
He's making piss look better.
No, he is piss.
See, I think the Miz is fine. I think he's solid in ring.
He's the what
As
he
I
is?
say it.
He's the top enhancement talent.
Okay, I was gonna
Definition?
go with the bagel.
What does that mean?
But
He's a plain bagel from Dunkies.
he's a plain bagel where you're like, all right, yeah, like I mean, a plain bagel's fine, toasted with butter, like it's fine. It'll do. It'll give me energy. Or you could get that bagel, fucking onion bagel with veggie cream cheese, and you're like, this is gonna fucking get me through my day. I'm super
But
happy
why
about
does
this.
he have to be that?
As
As
I
a
don't
heel,
know.
when has that ever happened?
I don't know why he has to. I mean, he could do a sick ass moonsault
so
through a table and possibly get injured.
heels that are onion bagels with veggie cream cheese. I don't know. Becky Lynch, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I could. And this is just the current roster.
But Sami Zayn is never technically a heel. and
The
neither is Kevin Owens.
Undertaker.
They're not universally disliked.
Okay, universally disliked. I don't know. It's like heels aren't even universally disliked.
Well, no,
anymore.
heels don't exist anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no such thing.
And
as
I
a
would say
heel.
that his character is more along the lines of Ric Flair than it was The Rock.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Because he stole all his moves.
Right. No, I mean, there's that part.
So,
but it's
so
also
you want?
the-
Okay, fine. He's a Walmart brand Ric Flair.
He's
He
wearing
still
the suits.
sucks.
I mean, you can't replicate greatness
Well, that's true.
Yeah, and that's why no
But he
one's ever
knows-
going to try to replicate the Miz because he ain't great.
because you can't.
Well, I mean, I think you easily could replicate.
I don't
the
think you
Miz.
could ever replace the mic skills. Everything else you could replace.
Mike
I don't
skills
think you
wise,
could
hold
replace
on.
Mike
yes,
skills.
the Miz is better
I can
than
name
most.
a 23-year-old who does the Miz better than the Miz.
He's
Go.
22.
He's 22. Fine, MJF.
Oh, no. That is not the same.
So, it's the same
is not the
fucking
same.
character.
No,
I'm
it's not.
better than you. I
not
have
the
money.
same.
I have fame.
I would say 80%. Yes, it's the same.
Because Miz constantly talks about how he likes the crowd. He wants the attention of the crowd. MJF does not have that. MJF is just an asshole.
I feel like yes, the MJF could easily slide into that role, and I feel that MJF
And he'd be world champion
is
multiple
a
times.
better wrestler.
I've never seen him actually wrestle. I've seen him run around the ring and get hit.
The Miz, yeah, no, he
Miz,
sucks.
yeah,
No,
does that a lot.
MJF.
Oh well, I mean, apples and alligators.
I would compare Cam Zagami more to the Miz than I would MJF.
no,
Don't see it at all.
No,
Not even a
not
little
at
bit.
He wears the jacket. He wears suits when he's not in the jacket. He tries to make himself look pretty.
did he come to play?
Trash Can is saying Ms. JF.
Ms. JF.
Ms. JF.
I like it.
Jeff.
And that was the thing. If MJF went to WWE, they'd probably stick him with The Miz because they have similar characters. And then MJF would be world champion in a year, and The Miz would still be sitting around because he's never going to beat Chris Jericho's record of IC title reigns unless Vince and
He
Jericho
doesn't
have
need
a
to do total
full
numbers.
falling out.
He just needs to beat that longevity. He's second.
Yeah,
Which he's
because
going to beat.
Miz and Maurice, that's such a great use of his talent.
I
He
think
gets to be on the road with his wife and make her part of the stories. That's the dream.
yeah.
Aren't you divorced? Don't
Yeah.
you know how miserable it can be with your wife?
Yeah, but they are not like that.
We don't know. We see a bullshit character on TV.
I mean, I watch Ms. and Mrs.
So you're the.
That's the thing.
Hold
You're
on,
one
is
of the
that your
four-
fucking argument?
No.
You're
Okay,
one of the
okay,
four
I was
people
gonna
who
say,
watches that fucking show.
Dude, they just got renewed for a second season. A lot of people watch it. I've
on
talked
the
to people
USA
who,
Network, or
I've
is it
talked to
on
people
fucking
who don't.
E?
It's on both. I talked to people who don't watch wrestling who have mentioned that show to me and how much they like him because of watching that show.
He definitely seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, it's just like how everyone loved Hogan because
But he
Hogan
is
knows
a-
best, and he hates
he is-
black people.
The top
That's
mid-carder, and he is a good spokesperson for WWE.
Yeah, he's the top enhancement talent. All he's there is for other people to beat him up
because he
and then
does
get
that
world
well.
title runs.
Because he does that well. Why is that bad?
Because he doesn't even
person
do
has
that
to be
well.
there.
no, he does.
No, he does.
No,
I think he does.
I'd rather if you're gonna use a mid card enhancement talent, use anyone but the Miz. Use Goldust.
Goldust is too old, and that character isn't the same.
Dustin Runnels could run circles around
But he's
Mike
not a heel.
Mazzinian. And
He could be.
But anyone can
But
be.
it's-
That's
he
the
would
thing.
Remember when
never
he
be a-
kissed Ahmed Johnson and Ahmed
He would
Johnson's
never
like,
be a
I
full
don't
heel
kiss
anymore."
dudes.
He would never be a full heel anymore.
Ahmed Johnson used
It
to wear
can't be
like
Baron
fucking
Corbin.
knee pads on his biceps.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was
Baron
weird.
Corbin sucks.
He needs to go.
He
It can't be Elias. There's no legit heel anymore except for Miz.
No, because he's not a legit heel. He's this weird gray Walmart fucking heel.
But look how angry you're getting about him.
No, I'm not angry at all. Because honestly,
You felt the need to have this conversation.
no. I had a thought the other day that the Miz was just trying to rip off The Rock for years, and and actually, Scott, I'm glad you brought up the fact that he's also ripping off Ric Flair. He doesn't.
That was
brought
actually
that up.
Joe Nolan.
There's not I'm also ignoring him completely. There is not
Yeah,
an
I
original
noticed.
bone in the Miz's body.
Yet he is
Because
8-time IC title champion.
Mike is only there to
Grand Slam
fill
champion.
in the gap when
Money in the Bank winner.
no one else is available.
He won a dance-off versus Fandango. And R-Truth.
Yeah,
As
look at
Miz
all-
Co-Inferno.
Look at all these.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, I agree with JRT about the whole, like, you keep saying Grand Slam champion. There's nobody else. When he won that champion, it was just
Randy
like,
Orton.
okay, you want to give the belt to Randy again?
Was this
I don't know.
when Randy Orton kept getting suspended for drugs, or
I don't know. I didn't watch it that time.
Because
I looked up title defenses. He was champ for 160 days or something like that.
Yeah, because everyone was fucking injured. Because I think Taker was out. I think Edge was out. I think Triple H was injured. Shawn Michaels was reaching the end of his career, and I think he was on SmackDown
Yeah,
too.
the wrestlers that he defended it against are John Morrison, Randy Orton, and Jerry Lawler. And
Yeah.
then he lost it to Cena.
Jerry Lawler.
Yeah,
Okay.
twice.
Right.
He defended
so
it 7 times.
fucking everybody
He
was
defended
injured.
it 7
Yeah.
times.
Everyone was injured. If goddamn, you wrestled Jerry the
But you
King
could have
Lawler
given it to anybody.
twice. You could have given it to Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're
But they
saying,
chose not to. So for 160 days, it was Miz.
right? Because, okay, again. So we have this cup of piss with a fucking crown on it,
But how good was that Miz John
and it's
Cena
an
feud?
old cup of piss.
How
old?
good was that Miz John Cena feud?
I don't know.
Terrible.
I watched a little bit during then, and it was just the Miz coming out going, "I challenge John Cena." Oh, John Cena's not here. I win.
He was dressing up
so
as John Cena.
he was ripping off Chris Jericho too when Jericho's feud with Goldberg.
He was dressing up as John
He has
Cena.
now an original fucking bone in his body.
Dude, that's the story they wrote. He didn't write that.
Yeah, because that's how boring.
That means
he is.
WWE ripped off themselves.
No, they knew. They looked at him and they said, "Oh, what do we do with this pile of trash?"
They let him come out and fake rap like John Cena. He dressed up as John Cena. He was wearing shirts.
I like
that
when he
said
rolls
Cena.
around on a fresh canvas and all the spray tan comes off.
That's 90% of wrestlers.
That's mainly him. Fucking Mike. So,
I love this conversation.
The Miz. Okay, so he beat Randall Orton for it.
Hang on, I got a screenshot
He
of that.
he beat Randy Orton for it. The Miz cashed in Money in the Bank.
Yes, he did. Here.
Wade Barrett. Hey, look at that. That's so much better than Wikipedia. Thanks, Cage Match. You guys keep talking.
It's just the image, but you can pull up if you want to after.
no, I've made my point, and
I can see it.
there's nothing that will change in my mind that
Oh, I'm not trying to change your mind.
the Miz is just. He's a waste of a talent spot. He's a waste of a number on the roster.
Nay, I disagree.
I feel like they have more entertaining enhancement talent available to them.
I disagree.
I mean, yeah, you could throw Bobby Roode in.
But he's a as soon as he went to the main roster, he's a face. So that might have happened. That might have been their plan.
But we're not talking about faces or
But
heels.
that's the issue.
Irrelevant.
You can't have a face as an enhancement talent. It can't happen.
Yes, you can.
Sure
How?
you can.
How the fuck
Mick
do you
Mick
get
Foley.
heels over with face
That's a
enhancement
different era.
talent?
This era, you can't do that anymore.
We're not.
How can you? You're not going to get the other guy fully over because everybody's going to be split constantly.
James Ellsworth.
Was a nothing character.
True. But he was used as enhancement talent. And it got him super over. It actually got him a job.
For females, yes.
And he needs them kids because he has a job.
No, that's Heath Slater.
That's Heath Slater.
Whatever.
Who's
They both
also a
suck.
better enhancement talent than The Miz.
Not really.
No.
I love Heath Slater.
I do too.
Trash can this is a unanimous 3-on-1.
Heath Slater's amazing.
I like him too. I think he's good.
He's a guy that never gets the respect that he deserves in that company.
Yeah,
He's
'cause
super
remember when he
talented.
had
That list
long
is
hair?
so long.
Remember when he had long hair?
He's just one man.
band,
Yeah.
baby. I want a 3-man band reunion.
Well, considering Jinder Mahal's
Drew
wrestling,
Galloway is like a real wrestler, though.
But you could have done a 2-minute segment on the SmackDown 1000 of the three of them.
it's
together.
easy to get Drew
Yeah.
even further over as a heel by having them reform and then having him beat them up.
Yep.
That's true. And then Hornswoggle comes in and it's just like, man. That's the noise he makes, right?
Yeah.
I've actually
he
I've actually talked to him. He's a very nice guy.
He's really nice.
he prayed to Saint Mick, and Saint Mick allowed him to speak now.
Are you saying Satan Mick?
Saint Mick.
Saint Mick. Oh, Mike Aaron. Hail Satan. There you go, buddy.
Oh yeah, Graham wants me to say cunt and bollocks and
Graham. We weren't smoking cigarettes, by the way.
no, I already told him on Twitter.
All right, good.
He said where there's smoke there's ... and I said Snoop Dogg.
That makes sense.
Massachusetts, legal here, fuckers.
It's legal. Yeah, it's also legal in Michigan.
Snoop Lion,
Vermont.
Good for those guys.
Oh yeah, no, they voted last year.
Yeah, Michigan. It was
Someone else
last
voted
week.
this year.
Michigan.
Someone else.
Oh.
There's another one.
They
Anyways,
become the 10th state, so 40
them.
more. Sorry, trash can.
it's only been 2 years, and we're still waiting for our recreational dispensaries to open. But whatever, it's cool.
Yeah,
we didn't
I
vote
can
for
also
anything.
Still get it from.
Has it really been 2 years already?
Steve.
Yeah.
It was November 2 years ago. It was
actually
the same year that
I don't get it
that
from my buddy
thing
Steve
happened.
anymore.
We don't talk about that.
I mean,
thing.
sometimes I do. Like if I don't have any in.
Do we have anything else to talk about? Because we have half an hour. And
Do you want me to talk about Ring of Honor?
Yeah, talk about that. I'm going to take a piss.
Pull up the card.
Stop taking a piss in the middle of the episode. You clearly hear it.
We all do it.
My prostate
Gross.
fucked up.
Trash can. You don't have to keep any of this in. Like, I mean, all the Miz stuff, yeah, but this bit. So Joe Nolan went to Ring of Honor Global Wars in Lowell, Massachusetts, and people wrestled. Who
People
wrestled?
did wrestle. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
All right, I'm going to go up the card, even though this isn't the order that I want.
And I'm going to give him a thumbs up or a thumbs down whether I like
All
him
right,
or not.
let's do this. I will read the match. You tell me if you thought it was good. I'll tell you what I liked about it. Or didn't
Okay.
like. All right. Bushi versus Matt Taven.
Matt Taven is boring as fuck. Bushi's awesome. Go.
100% correct.
Okay.
The most entertaining spot was when Bushi went to missed him, and the ref got in the way, and then Matt Taven.
Was it Fat Pants?
No, it wasn't.
Todd Sinclair?
Oh, hey, side note. You know who debuted in Ring of Honor?
Who?
Ref Steve.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good for him.
He clearly heard us yelling his name, but he was trying really hard not to pay attention. Juice Robinson and Dalton Castle versus the Bouncers, Malonis and the other guy that I can never remember his name.
His name is the Beer City Bruiser.
Yeah.
He is not that entertaining. Brian Malonis, love the guy. Who is it? Juice and Dalton?
Yep.
That's cool.
It was really cool.
Flamboyant as fuck.
The boys were good. There was a spot where Malonis fell on Dalton, and Juice was trying to get him off, and then he called the boys up, and the boys were trying to fan him off, and then they were trying to help him push, and then Bruise City, whatever.
Yep.
Beer City Bruiser?
Yes.
I always want to say Bruise City Brawler. Beer City Bruiser. He chugged a beer and then helped them push Malonis off of Dalton.
I feel bad for Dalton Castle because that sounds like it was a long time that Brian Malonis was on top of him.
He looks like he's more brace than man at this point because of the injury.
Yep.
So he literally had a brace that was his entire thigh.
That sucks.
Yeah. He was moving slow. Juice did a lot of the work.
Yeah.
But
Juice Robinson is a fucking maniac, and I really like him. And he's no longer IWGP US champion. Cody is, right? Yeah. That sucks. I thought that was a good fit for Juice.
I think the WWE heat was I think they pushed it off of him.
Yeah.
Frankie Kazarian versus Flip Gordon.
Yeah, that sounds like a good match.
It was fine.
Flip's entertaining. Frankie Kazarian is one of those just like old workhorses.
Yep.
Kaz is awesome.
Yeah.
He always has been.
Just solid.
Somebody made a comparison that he looks like a bald Antonio Banderas, and now that's all I see.
Fuck.
Mark Briscoe versus Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. That just sounds like it oozes good wrestling.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And then Cody had a Cody 2020 flag that he held up afterwards.
Nice.
Silas Young and Bully Ray versus Sonata and Evil.
I like 3 of the 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bully Ray was,
Silas Young is the one that I don't care for.
Bully Ray was just nothing but Yankees the entire time, like shit talking the Red Sox.
Didn't he retire from Ring of
Honor?
Honor?
And then he keeps wrestling.
He was just like,
he retired from WWE and went to Ring of Honor again.
yeah, but then he retired from Ring of Honor.
And then he went back to Ring of Honor. It's fine.
That's okay.
He did do a thing. It was a cool spot. He was like, people were throwing streamers, and he was like, he pulled out a $20 bill, and he's like, I will give anybody a $20 bill if you can hit my hat. And he was wearing a Yankees hat, and it was going off, and he was just bad mouthing everybody, and he's making fun of one girl, and as he's making fun of her, she hits him in the hat, and he goes, I'm a man of my word, and he goes down, stands in front of her, rips it up into like 30 pieces, and then just hands it to her.
That's awesome.
Jeff Cobb versus Christopher Daniels.
I'm coming around on Jeff Cobb.
It was
mostly because who the fuck, Michael Elgin. I always was just like, oh, he's another Michael Elgin, but Jeff Cobb's actually good.
Yeah. I've only ever seen him once live before this.
Yep.
I went to that Beyond Progress, and it was him and Matt Riddle as a tag team, which was really
That's
good.
pretty solid.
Who'd
he wrestle? Christopher Daniels, you said?
Christopher Daniels.
Yeah. Daniels is, I mean, him and Frankie Kazarian are, pretty much one and the same.
I've heard that
solid.
That was that Lewiston and Lowell, the 2 towns they did Ring of Honor, were tied for the worst towns they've ever been in.
Oh, okay.
It's the U, baby.
It's the U.
Jeff Cobb won. And
fun fact, I don't
really
like
good.
Southern California.
Take it or leave it.
I like Middle California. Bay Area, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Like San Fran.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Super cool, and NorCal's pretty cool, too.
Never been. I've only actually been to Middle California.
The
Middle
Emerald
Los
Triangle,
Angeles,
that's where they grow a lot of marijuanas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pot.
Yep.
I haven't been there since I was in kindergarten.
Humboldt County.
Smoking weed county.
Yep. Continue.
Jay Briscoe, Scorpio Sky.
Yeah.
It was solid.
Again, it's just like 2 guys who know how to wrestle, who can tell a story in the ring, and yeah.
It was an interference. So Mark came out to help him, and then Kazarian came out, and Jay actually got pinned, which, as we know, doesn't happen a lot. It's usually Mark that takes the pin.
Yeah.
Naito versus Adam Page.
Yeah.
That was my match of the night.
Adam Page.
Outside of Gresham.
I saw Adam Page wrestle at that one Ring of Honor show that I went to.
Kazarian, the strap match.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I wasn't super high on him. And just watching a lot more New Japan, it's like, he really is.
With that time that we saw him to what he was doing in New Japan this year, he's gone leaps and bounds better.
Yeah, he really has gone a lot. But he's another guy who's like 22.
Yeah.
23, however old he is. Yeah, he's super young.
He also went out into the audience, out into the hallway after the event, and like congratulated a couple that got engaged.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, did he just like start wrestling, wander to Japan, end up in the Bullet Club, and just become famous?
I think. I
Yeah.
don't really know what happened.
Kind of.
Because
I think he wandered to Ring of Honor.
His whole bit leading into like All In was the best part.
It was amazing.
Oh, the Joey Killer? Yeah.
And the phone and the boots and him just going insane.
Yeah.
And he's got a new T-shirt of a cartoon drawing of him as Roddy Piper from They Live.
That's awesome.
It's a good movie.
Main event. It was a 4-corner survival, so first pin wins. Jay Lethal and Gresham. Kushida and Chris Sabin. Young Bucks. TK O'Ryan and Vinny Marseglia.
Also known as The Kingdom.
The Kingdom.
I like everybody but Chris Sabin. I think they're all very good wrestlers.
Didn't you say you weren't a huge fan of Marseglia?
I've come around.
Okay.
I've seen him
Is
wrestle.
it the dreadlocks? Do they freak you out a
yes,
little bit?
yes. White guys with dreadlocks and
Outside
and
of
women.
Rob Zombie. He's a skinny Rob Zombie.
Yeah. I don't know, from the same area anyway.
Are they?
Yeah. I think Rob Zombie's from like South Coast, isn't he?
He's from like Acton or something like that.
Wait, he's from Acton?
It's something weird.
They got a fucking TC Lando's in Acton.
Yeah?
TC Lando's super
pretty
good.
dope.
There's one in Clinton too. There's like 10 of them, but I've only been to those
See,
two.
Clinton is like, it's not that far, but I never go out that way.
They're filming a lot of movies there.
You don't have a reason to.
There's a comic book store I want to go to out there.
Yeah.
But
He is from Haverhill.
Haverhill. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Vinny Marseglia is from like the South Coast, like Seekonk
Conk.
area. You're thinking of the word cock.
Oh, shit.
Seacock. Now that'd be funny.
Vinny's from Warwick, Rhode Island.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Makes sense
same-
considering
same-
he trained
same
at,
thing.
He trained at XWA.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Him, Mike Bennett.
They were all in the same, because they were the
Taven.
original kingdom.
Right. Yeah. They're all from that
Mike Kanellis.
South
No.
Coast. Yeah.
Which I did not know
Wait.
until you guys taught me that.
Wait,
last week.
he took her last name?
I'm JBL, and I'm going to say things.
That was the absolute best. JBL just being fucking dumbfounded, like, wait, does that make him a queer? Like, I could just picture that, like, going through his head.
Yeah.
Like, all
Is
right.
it because he's
all
from
right,
Texas,
JBL.
and they're
Yes.
typically a little more conservative?
Homophobic, yeah.
That main event was everything it should have been.
Yeah, yeah.
Gresham is just like, I'm so
Gresham,
proud of that guy.
Gresham main evented a Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Like,
and
yeah.
he got the winning pin.
Good for him.
Shooting, I believe it was a shooting star press.
That's awesome. I like John Gresham. I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
You know, like just seeing, because I like wrestlers who are shorter than me. I generally like gravitate towards them, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, Gresham. I got like 3 inches on him, and
he's so good.
yeah, he really is. He's not afraid to wrestle anybody. Like, what was it? At Rana, he wrestled. Might not have been Rana. He wrestled Brian Cage one time. Yeah.
Yes.
Rana 2
It was
years
2
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
Yep. This year he wrestled Trent.
Yes. Yep.
And like
Trent?
his match versus Martin Stone might have been my favorite Martin Stone match in Beyond.
And Beyond. Yeah. He's a good.
He's adaptable. Like,
Yes.
he is a really good mat worker, yet he can also do stupid shit if he wants to.
Yep. Yeah. And I like that about people. If you can.
Stone also, every Stone match and Beyond was brilliant.
Dude, they were
Yeah.
amazing.
If you can work different match types, that's what I was.
Going back a little ways, but
Not
speaking
coming
of
out of my
technical matches, who was it? Zack Sabre Jr. and Dunn? No, it was Zack Sabre Jr. and Martin Stone.
Oh, at Beyond.
Yes.
Yes.
It was fucking, because you and I were talking. We're like, this is super slow. Oh,
Yes, yeah.
And it just clicked halfway through.
Well, that's the type of match that Zack Sabre usually has. It's
Yeah.
like you're watching it and you're like 5 minutes in and you're like, fuck,
nothing's happening.
nothing's really
They're
happening.
rolling around
and
on
then
top
it's
of
just
each other.
like there's still, but now stuff's happening. But now
Now
oh
they're-
my god, now everything's happening. Like,
now they're
okay.
transitioning from
It's a
hold to hold to hold to hold.
super
hold. Yeah.
fucking slow build, and then it just gets
It's how I
nuts.
feel about British wrestling in general. It's
Yes.
always like that.
It's crazy slow, but then by the end of it, you're fucking jumping up and down.
Which I think makes sense. It's almost like you're trying to conserve energy because you don't know how long it's going to go, and then eventually you're just like, fuck it, I need to be
yes,
this person.
yeah, and that's what I'm very excited about. NXT UK is like, I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of their matches can be like that. I mean,
Speaking of which, and I
they
almost
may
said
not
it
be. That
before,
wasn't me
too.
knocking on the table.
That was me. Sorry. Oni and Birch, I'm surprised are not on that card.
They will be.
I hope they get something
NXT Takeover. I don't.
because them in that War Games match would have
Brooklyn 4, because they're running a takeover out of the Barclays Center Mania weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for whatever reason, WWE's not running pay-per-views out of Madison Square Garden.
Well, at the
Because
same
Ring of
time,
Honor's
Madison Square Garden
Yeah,
isn't nearly as close to MetLife Stadium
Yeah.
as.
yeah, it
MetLife's
is.
technically Jersey.
Yeah, and Brooklyn's on Long Island, and Manhattan's
Yeah.
in between New Jersey and Long Island.
Look,
That's
you
fucking
ever been downtown? Come
I only know it based on the Spider-Man map. I've never really
downtown to what town?
I go to Madison Cube Garden.
Well, that's in
the
New
Sugar
New
Cube
York.
plantation?
That's like
Yeah,
that's
but
like
sometimes I go down to the ruins of Old New York.
oh, okay. Well, don't they play Blurns Ball in Madison Cube Garden?
I watched twice this week. Have you ever seen the Conan O'Brien old-time baseball sketch?
No.
I'll show it to you afterwards.
Okay.
But it's one of the best things I've ever
He's
played.
threatening you. Do you hear that?
Yeah. I will fucking show it to you, and you'll enjoy it.
You don't have to enjoy it.
Fucking asshole.
It's the best thing he's ever done.
Conan does a lot
The
of good
Walker
things.
Texas Ranger lever is the best thing he
Oh
ever
my
did.
God. When he bought the rights to Walker, yeah.
Well, he didn't. USA did, or
Yeah.
Universal.
Yeah. No, he finds out that there is a town in New York where they play baseball with like from 1864. They like dress
with no
up,
gloves.
and they
Yeah.
dress up like it. They have like the accents and everything.
Yeah.
And he goes and is just like typical Conan, and it's so funny.
I watched a old timey baseball game. I watched the Cincinnati Reds against the Cleveland Blue Sox, and
They went through 6 names.
yeah, and then they settled on the Indians.
You know why? Because the Braves won that year. That's why they're the Indians. They actually named their team.
Fucking Cleveland.
They named their team after their best player one time, and then he left. He retired, and they were like, "We don't know what to do now."
Cleveland is one of those towns, and the Miz is from Cleveland.
I was waiting
We're
for
just
it.
we're just coming right back around. Cleveland sucks.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, it does.
It's a dump.
Yes,
like
People from Cleveland suck, too.
we have to drive
hey,
through
Dolph
it.
Ziggler is a nice guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dolph is from Cleveland.
Is he, though?
So is Drew
Yes, he
Carey.
is. Yeah, and I love Drew Carey.
Drew Carey's
The Drew
pretty
Carey
good.
show was amazing.
That was good. But Cleveland in general kind of sucks.
I heard
Now-
it rocks, though.
No, it doesn't. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is pretty cool. But anyway, I went to
Good call.
this very studio actually on, when was I here? Wednesday? I was here Wednesday, and I recorded the MGB Wrestling Podcast, episode 31. If any of you guys want to listen.
It's a good listen. Check it out.
And so I had to watch Raw and SmackDown, so I watched some condensed highlights. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas. Did you watch that
I need
match?
to see it.
Dude, you do need to see it. It like Rey Mysterio is old now, but you wouldn't be able to tell.
No, he was
Like-
great at All In.
Yeah, he like the lucha style. I am fucking all about. Like it might be my favorite style of wrestling. Just he was doing Rey Mysterio like. It's cool because like they'll go to do a move and you're not sure who's doing the move.
Yeah.
Until it's over, and then you're like, oh, Rey Mysterio was on the offense on that one. Like,
Neither of them are from Cleveland.
What?
right? That's like if you were a wrestler.
Where are
okay,
they from?
Dominic Dijakovic is from Worcester, Mass. No, Christopher Dijak is from Lunenburg, but he, he's from like Peru, or I think the Miz is from like Peru, Ohio, Parma, Ohio.
And then Ziggler is from Lakewood.
Yeah, so they're from Cleveland.
Yeah.
No. So, do you see this picture? This is how far away Lakewood is from Cleveland.
But it's always the big city.
Oh, so it's fucking right next to it.
No, look how small that city looks, man. That's super far away. I'm not from Worcester. I'm from censored because I don't want all the fans coming to find me.
He's from Millbury, but he lives in Auburn now,
Millbury.
which are both part of Worcester.
Yeah.
No,
Worcester
fuck that.
County, baby.
They're both southern parts of Worcester.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Millbury's got a fucking
Woolly?
Yeah, we got
They
Woolies.
got a nice
and-
shopping center.
Not really.
Yeah,
It's
just
kind
like
of an
the movie
eyesore.
theater. Yeah.
I mean, it's very difficult to get in and out of.
Yep.
I mean, they could just knock down that school and make a back
One of the
entrance.
cops that does the traffic, I used to babysit his kids, and I think he doesn't remember, and I've never talked to him, but it's just ridiculous to me that since I've been in high school, he's been directing traffic there.
It's
Yeah.
really,
And
I'm
he-
really proud of you for transcending gender roles and being a babysitter.
I did. I worked at a daycare for 5 years.
Joe Nolan was in the Babysitters
I
Club.
managed 65 kids.
I love those books.
I managed the Babysitters Club.
Yeah. It was me, 4 high schoolers, and 65 kids.
That sounds fucking horrible.
This is
It
the
was in
reason
a
he's
gym
not
at
allowed
the
near
elementary
schools.
school. I played basketball with the kids all the time. I was in the best shape of my life because I would just play tag and like all these games. Where
I would
like,
dunk on these
no,
motherfuckers.
I would play on both teams and only shoot from the half court.
All right. Yeah, we used to
So
do
you're
that.
showing off.
We used to do that at soccer
No,
practice.
so it was
We'd
fair.
have all the kids on offense, and then me and the other coach would be on defense, but it would just like we'd be on opposite teams.
Yeah.
And we couldn't go past half field.
So you were competing with each other, and the kids were just there to be your pawns.
Exactly. Just blasting rockets from the fucking goal, from the goal box.
Rocket blasting.
That sounds sexual.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm not about it. But yeah, you should watch that match. It was on SmackDown. And then they were like, hey, Survivor Series.
How is Joe and Hardy?
I didn't watch it. I watched condensed highlights, and that was one of them.
It didn't. I don't know. It didn't pull me in, but I didn't know if it surprised you.
I don't know. Samoa Joe still, it's not must-watch TV for me.
Joe has to be with the right person for me.
Joe.
Boom, boom.
Elephants dancing.
Boom, 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 boom.
Pink elephants and tutus.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's what his music is. It's just elephants.
Dancing.
Boom, 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 boom.
Also, Jordan Grace on Impact this week.
Yes, she made an impact.
Except Impact pissed me off because they posted a GIF of her saying,
the bear hug?
No, Jordan unleashes multiple clotheslines. The first hit was a clothesline. The second hit was just her like punching her in the chest.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, come on, Impact. You don't know what a fucking clothesline is. Fucking the best Lariat in Stan Hansen.
She looks so good.
I'm glad she's finally getting the nationwide recognition that she deserves.
Yeah.
Because she is very talented. Once again, someone else who is very, very young.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
What is she? She's 22 too, right?
Something around there, yeah. And she is... I'm really surprised that she wasn't in either Mae Young Classic. Like, I feel like...
I don't think she had the... what's the word I'm looking for? Not recognition. I don't think enough people knew who she was at the time.
I think as of this year, that's wrong.
Oh, yes.
Last
now, yes.
year, yes. This year, she should have absolutely been in that tournament.
Yep.
I mean, I'm glad to see that, like, we got, like, Toni Storm signed out of it. We got Maya Yim signed out of it. Like, a lot of great things came out of this year's Mae Young Classic, but I think that they had a miss because they've already worked with her. We've seen her in backstage segments with WWE.
Yeah.
They know who she is. And I feel like she would have also, like, if she was in the Mae Young Classic, kayfabe-wise, she would have won.
Yep.
Like, because what's Toni Storm going to do against Jordan Grace? Jordan Grace is going to tear her in half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Toni Storm was always going to win the Mae Young Classic. I had no doubt in my mind that she was going to win.
Speaking of Mia Yim and Keith Lee is my favorite couple in wrestling right now.
But they're just BFFs.
No, I'm pretty sure they're dating now. I'm pretty sure I heard that they're dating now.
Yeah, just like everyone said she was dating Shelton Benjamin.
No, they just like making fun of each other.
I don't like Shelton Benjamin.
Shelty B.
I like him. They just don't use him right. They've given me no reason to like him.
I was really getting hot on fucking Bobby Lashley again, and then they stuck fucking Lio Rush. Hey, by the way, what the fuck is the point of Lio Rush?
Nothing.
I don't know. I never
Nothing.
had any. Even as a wrestler, I never.
All right, Leo. I need you to go out there and just start chanting Bobby Lashley. Yeah, that'll be great.
You know who needs to be in that role?
Who?
Stokely Hathaway.
I'd
That's
much rather get.
irrelevant. Lio Rush needs to go away. I don't want him on 205 Live. I don't want him on Raw. If he wants to be on anything, he can be on, I don't know, fucking Ride Along. He can be the cameraman. Yep. Like, shut
Put
your
him on
fucking
Swerve.
mouth.
I hate that he laughs in between everything he says. It drives me nuts. Like, do it at the end of a sentence. I don't care. Don't do it in between every time you stop talking.
He's the worst
Well, usually when you stop talking,
ever.
that's the end of the sentence.
But he breaks it up.
He's seriously the worst manager I've ever seen in professional wrestling. Mm-hmm. He is terrible. I don't even think he's that good in the ring.
Is he better than Maurice?
He's not.
Maurice at least, doesn't go, ha, 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 Miz.
Maurice has some pretty good assets to her, too.
That's yes.
Those brass knuckles.
Brass
Sure.
knuckles. She always wears fancy suits.
Booty.
She does.
You're a pig.
I am. So are you.
Only when it comes to Becky Lynch.
Bucky Lunch.
Bucky Lunch.
Bucky Lunch.
So Lio Rush needs to go fuck himself. He needs to go away. And I hope he hears this someday. So
we can
We'll
fight
tag
him.
him in it.
We'll tag him in it, yeah. Episode 49. Fuck you, Lio Rush.
what's his point? Like
I think we're on
don't
46.
Get it?
46.
I just
69.
don't understand why
69.
Lio Rush is there.
Because they signed him to a contract and then they were like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
that's like when you get super drunk and you're like, what's up, Amazon?
they signed-
And then you wake up in the morning and you're like, fuck,
No.
I just ordered 10 pounds of MSG packets. God damn it, I got to do something with them. So then you just start making fucking
So then
Asian
you put
cuisine.
them on Raw.
It's because they signed the wrong guy from that Lio Rush Joey Janela match. That's what got him the recognition from WWE.
Yeah. Like
Joey Janela will never get a
No,
contract.
no.
good God, no. Which I mean, I'm happy. I mean, I would like to see Joey Janela succeed.
Ring of
but
Honor would be nice.
He has absolutely nothing to offer the WWE.
If Janela went to Ring of Honor, they'd try to sign him to an exclusive, and we'd never see him again.
Yeah,
True.
I really, honestly, that's my biggest
So then let's
complaint
say
with Ring of Honor is they're taking indie guys off the indies. Because I'm sorry, Ring of Honor is not that big.
no.
They're really not. They're a glorified independent organization.
Yes, they're-
that just have to be owned by a TV station.
And
Yeah.
this is not a knock on them because of what they are, but their pay-per-view is held at the same location that 205 Live did a house show. Like,
Yeah. NXT did a house show.
yeah.
Yep. Shawn Michaels
But
lost his
yeah.
smile there.
I was using 205 Live because 205 is like
Wait,
WWE nothing's.
This was a pay-per-view?
No, but there when Cody won the title, it was there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that was at a pay-per-view.
Yep.
I was going to say,
And I
pay-per-view on a
still
fucking
get
Thursday?
fucking emails. It's like, I don't want to see whatever shitty band
Oh,
is
dude,
playing it.
yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
sucks.
I don't want to see Friends the musical. I didn't even know that was a thing, and I'm not interested.
David
None of you look
Schwimmer.
like them.
Ugh.
He was great in Band of Brothers, speaking of.
He was also good in
yes.
Madagascar.
He was fuck off. He was very good in Band of Brothers as a douche.
Yeah.
And you were like, I just want to punch this guy.
Do you know that's the only character in Friends that was written for that actor?
Really?
Yeah,
They were like, we have this really squiddy actor.
They were friends with
Let's-
David, and they wrote a character for him. Everybody else was auditioned.
Yeah, he's just a fucking squid. I don't know. There was one episode that I saw where he like tried to play rugby, and I was like, ugh, I wish a fucking guy would, and I'd fucking light him up.
I mean, he did give us the pivot episode.
I don't know what that means.
They're trying to move the couch, and they just scream pivot at each other.
It's like up a spiral staircase, like an old New York apartment. And they're trying to get a big couch up.
Yeah. I
If
don't
you
know.
buy furniture and you live not on the first floor and you don't pay someone to do it for you, you're a fucking schmuck.
fuckwit. Yeah.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Honestly, give them the fucking $50 to move it for you.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, stupid?
The last apartment that I moved into, I have a really big couch that I just refuse to get rid of, so it's in a storage unit right now. But I was trying to get up to the third floor, and the guy that lived next door to us, like, this is how I met him. He's like, oh, I worked at Rotman's for 10 years. He's like, just hang on. And he comes down, and, like, he had it up and, like, was twisting it in ways that I didn't even know you could do.
Do you live in a 3-decker?
I did at the time.
3-deckers have that like the big sliding door on the back. That's for moving furniture in.
No, this is, it literally looks like, it's those 3 apartments in Oxford. You know what I'm talking about? They used to be yellow.
So, you know those 3 apartments in that town that you don't live in?
No, but it's
There's only
yes.
3.
Yes.
But it looks like it used to be outside stairs, and then they put it in an enclosing.
Fuck
So
Leo Rush.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck
Oh, yeah. That's what
Leo
we were talking
Rush.
about. Fuck Leo Rush.
Fuck Leo Rush.
No, he.
Not like sexually, because A, I'm not very attracted to you, man. Sorry. B, because I don't want to promote sexual assault.
JRT is the Hulk Hogan of the Blade Job.
I am.
I don't date black guys.
I did black. I don't
unless
care.
they're 6 feet tall and play basketball.
It was cool, man. Fucking Denzel? Fuck. Morgan Freeman? Absolutely. I like my my black man to be a silver fox.
Give me Don Cheadle.
Lego movie. So good.
That's a cartoon.
Yep. Been watching the fuck out of that lately.
Yeah, it's a movie. Watch it once, you're done.
Yeah, but then
It's like 2 hours long.
You know what you can do multiple times? Listen to the Jeff Goldblum jazz album.
I'm probably gonna do that
Motherfucker.
on my
15 seconds. 14. 13. God damn it.
JRT's counting down until we're at an hour, but I still have more to talk about.
Oh, go ahead. What the fuck were we talking about moving couches and shit?
I don't know. I went pee.
Go.
Did you leave?
Yeah, I just went pee.
Yeah, just now he actually like touched you physically as he was walking.
Oh, that's
by
right, you did. You stepped on my shoe. Dude.
Holy shit. Go ahead. High voltage Scott Perkins.
Oh, I was lying.
You don't have more to talk about?
What was the other British slang I was supposed to say?
Wanker?
Wanker? Maybe.
Cuppa? I just finished
Cuppa
my
haters?
I just finished my cuppa.
Cuppa haters.
No, it means like cup of tea. Do you want a cup of tea? You want a cuppa?
Tea time. Tea time is dinner to them.
Tea time
It's
is 4
weird.
o'clock.
Good night.
Is that when
Fuck
Jeopardy
this.
comes on?
Oh, god damn it. It's England. It's different times. They don't have Jeopardy. They have fucking...
They have all sorts of quiz shows. Like,
yeah, but they don't have
similar
Jeopardy.
to Jeopardy.
Do they?
But no, I don't know.
Good night.
Graham.
Graham, let us know.
Let us.
Fuck this.
Bye, guys.